Winslo, how's it, mate?
My daughter's getting to an independent age where she's coming by herself now with her boyfriend and things, and my niece is coming with their fiance. But they quite often need an opportunity to learn how to spot what do you do when you come to the park for the first time, how to plan, etc. Is there no way we can look at getting a website or something that says, if you're new here, you know, these are the rules, these are the guidelines basically to have a look at, to set your holiday up properly?
That's very true. You know, it's something that can always be looked up there. Also, when you go to the reception, to the shop, we've got these, you know, books about the Kruger National Park, the maps. You know, they've got a guideline, you know, to assist, you know, the first time visitors coming here alone, you know, to know about, you know, the do's and don'ts of the Kruger National Park. But it's there. But I think most importantly, maybe going forward with the technology that we have, you know, there's something that can be done, you know, to educate people to understand whenever they come to the park what, you know, they can expect, and you know, and particularly with the regulations, and also, you know, even the most important thing, the speed when other people drive when they're in the park. So I think for me that is very important, and it can be done. You know, people can be taught, you know, and it can be helpful for the first time visitors in the park.
Because a lot of my problem with the first time visitors, you see a predator, elephants, whatever, and they don't always know how to handle it if you're there with 10 cars, 15 cars, you know, and if there was a way that they could get some sort of guideline, you come in this way, you don't block views, etc. I think that make a big difference.
Good, some good points there.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to one of the guests, I think 3 days ago when I was at Moy Plus. And then he was saying to me, you know, have you thought about when people visit the park, you know, before you enter, maybe you have the 5 minutes, you know, video, something that, you know, teaches, you know, people about, you know, the behavior of the animals and everything. A 5 minutes kind of like video before you come into the park, so you know what to expect, you know about the rules. So I think that is a very good. I think, you know, in less than 3 days, then I have 2 different people talking about the same thing. So it's worth looking into that, and yeah, we'll be discussing it.
So it's quite interesting, guys. You know, on my channel, you're looking at Richard talking about all the new people wanting to come, and then yet people like me who want to see less people and more game, and be in areas where there's less people because I want to be spoiled. But I think that's just purely what happens over time. Your love for the bush, and you know, the little bit of knowledge we do have. I think every time you come to the Kruger National Park, there's always something new to be learned. A question around our breakfast table this morning: what is the difference between a ligavan and a water monitor lizard? And these are things sometimes you just take for granted. So my job is to hit the books now and go see what is the difference between these two creatures. But gentlemen, thank you so much. I think it's been quite entertaining. Guys, the last visit to Tsenze, there the elephant actually broke the fence down. But that hasn't happened since then, which is in a long time, and I think in the last 15 years. But it's just a real pleasure. So we're going to spoil ourselves this afternoon. We're going to go on a bit of a late afternoon sort of night drive to go look at things, and I'm sure the guides are going to teach us so much more as we never stop learning here. And Winslo, I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much. I always like to go to places where I know the people. It's like coming home. It's like meeting old friends. And I somehow have enveloped this Uncle Ray title, and when Ray title, I'll think of something for Winslo as a pseudonym somewhere along the line. And Richard, I think after many years of coming, we always just feel spoilt when we come to these places. Absolutely. And it's always an honor and a pleasure. So guys, from Inyati, the two of you, thank you so much for your time. We're going to go enjoy the bush. I think Winslo's thinking, I've got reports to do, I've got this to do, and Yazoo and Ray are holding me busy. But guys, thanks so much for your time. Much appreciated, and have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.